This video, we're going to set up your settings of your membership sites area. So once you're in the memberships area, click on the settings cog on the left-hand side. And the first one we're going to do is set the site details. So under site details, you can customize quite a few things. You can change the title of your membership area. So we're going to call this the tutorial courses. I'm going to call this. So that might be your business name and courses. You can set a subdomain without a custom domain. What that means is that we will just give you a subdomain here under memberships.msgsndr.com. So for example, you could make that exactly what your name was. Okay, and it will come up as tutorialcourses.memberships, etc. Pop in your support email and your support number if you choose. Okay, so let's keep going now with the branding setup. And I'll show you some shortcuts to help you get started here. So you likely already have a logo and you want to get this into the correct dimensions for your branding. Okay, so one way that you can do that if you're not too savvy with resizing your existing logo is to use a free tool that we can recommend called Canva. So canva.com, you can sign up for a free account. And what you can do here is simply create this custom dimensions here and type in the dimensions you want. In this case, we're doing 640 by 640 and go create new design. And then from there, you can choose to click on this uploads button on the left and then drag and upload your logo into the platform and then select that. Otherwise, you'll find that Canva has a lot of templates that you can use to create your own logo that you might like to incorporate. So in this case, we're going to choose this one here. You can see we can just customize the text, and then you can change the colors to whatever you like them to be. So that's just a quick example there, and I could make that a little bit bigger, like so. Right, and then once you've done that, you can download the image. Just download it as a PNG is fine. Once you've done that, head back to your membership settings, select image, upload a new file, choose the file that you just created, and hit upload. Okay, and that's the process there. You can repeat that process for the favicon. That's the little logo that appears in a web browser tab. If there's nothing there, it'll just appear as like a gray globe, right? So that is optional. You don't need to do that. If you want to do that, you can repeat the process I just showed you, but using an image 32 by 32 pixels. So that's all we're going to do right here, and then we're going to click Save. Now, the next thing I'm going to show you is the more advanced setting with custom domains. This is quite simple, so you may choose to do it. So if you don't want to use this name, whatever your business is, memberships.msgsndr.com, what you can choose to do is set up a custom domain. Now, if you've already had a look at the video on connecting custom domains to your funnel pages or website pages, this is a very similar process. So I'm going to go through this quite quickly here, and if you need further reference, I recommend looking at the video on setting up custom domains for your platform. So the difference here is you will need to put it here, and it needs to be a different domain than what you're using in your funnels and your websites, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to use this arecord method here, and we're going to say we're going to use courses.tutorialfunnel.com, right? So if your business was yourbusiness.com, then you might choose to put courses in front of it, okay? And what that does is it providing a subdomain that is specific to your brand, and that is what your member sites will show up as, both on the offer pages and the logins to the products themselves. Okay, so what I do now is I'm going to create an A record on my DNS settings called courses that points to this number here. So I'm going to copy that number. I'm going to go into my domain DNS management for that funnel, for that domain. Now this is a GoDaddy example. It would vary for different providers. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add an A record. The host is courses and points to this. All right, so this is slightly different depending on what your domain registrar's information is. Sometimes you need to put the whole detail in here. With GoDaddy, you just put in the subdomain itself. Okay, and then we go save, and that is done. This does need to propagate, but usually it's fairly well instantaneous. Even having waited just a couple of moments here, if I hit save on this, there you go, it has accepted it. If it hasn't picked it up, you'll get an error just there, okay? And then we just go back, and that is how you set up your settings for your site details and your custom domain.